here is a traditional way to put the strings on or strum the guitar. I don't use this way, but if you do, then at least be careful, because whatever happens from this point to the knot, it matters. There is this misunderstanding that it doesn't matter what happens from here to here on the strings, either if this touch or not. That's not true, and it does matter. Also, it will affect, from the point of view of physics, of the tension that the neck has, and of course on the sound. So very important thing here is that we put the strings properly. So in the traditional setting, which is this one with the 6th string here and the 4th in this peg, then we should have the 6th string from the wall to outside, to this part. Then the 5th from the wall to inside, the 4th from the wall to inside, and then the 3rd from the wall to inside, 2nd from the wall to inside, and the 1st from the wall to outside. It's important to notice that there should not be touching here anything. Well, you know that already, but this thing here should not touch, even if you go to the string like here, to the extreme of the ring of this here. It doesn't touch, or here also. It should not touch, right? Nor this one switch. So it has curve that they made touch here, the 4th or the 3rd. So here you see the 1st is free, and also the 6th. So this is the proper way. Now, I put the strings wrong on purpose on this guitar so that you can see what's not okay. And you can see why. It looks very weird. Here we have the 6th string from the wall to inside, and look, the angle, it does a very weird thing here. Then we have the 5th from the wall to outside, which is wrong also, and the 4th from the wall to outside also. Then this is all the opposite, look, 3rd to outside, 2nd from the wall to outside, and 1st from the wall to inside. Look, this is totally wrong. But if you really want to make a difference, which is something very, very interesting thing, then you should try to strum it this way. And here we have the way I use the strings. So it will be same for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. It's the same setting. We have the 1st from the wall to outside, the 2nd from the wall to inside, the 3rd from the wall to inside, and now here we have the 6th string. We switch pegs from here. Instead of putting the 6th here, there will be the 6th string on the 4th traditional peg right here. So we have 6th string on this peg from the wall to outside, and look the beautiful line it has. Then we have the 5th string from the wall to inside, and the 4th string also from the wall to inside. And again here, nothing touches. Well, here it doesn't touch, also here, or here, well, it doesn't touch at all, either way. Now, this thing, this is very interesting, because whatever happens from here to the knot, it matters. There is this misunderstanding or common thing that it doesn't matter anything from here to here, the string, what matters is from here to there. No, this part will mean a lot. And also, another thing, if you observe carefully, this is the best way for one reason, is symmetrical. Means that from the set of trebles, we have divided the guitar in two sets. Sets of trebles means 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and then we have 4th, 5th, and 6th. Those are the bass set. This is treble set, bass set. Or this is called tiples and bordones, this one. Now, we have from this pair of sets, trebles and basses, we have the thinnest string on the treble set, namely the 1st, is thinnest, has less distance. 2nd is thicker, has more distance. And then the 3rd is thickest, and it has more distance. So in the bass set, it will be the same if we do it this way. It means that the 4th string does not need so much space here to ring, because it's not thick, while the sixth string is most properly strung or placed in this peg. And this you can try with any guitar. Of course, the guitar has to be properly made to not touch that, but even if the guitar is defective or has this flaw, which mainly has this flaw, not on this brand, but almost any other guitar will have this flaw. And then, well, it doesn't matter, you try, and you will see how it sounds different this way, as opposed to the normal, traditional way, which is here on this guitar. Here, as you can see, this is asymmetric, and this one has the thinnest string on the treble set, thin, less space, thicker, more space, thickest, more, and then while the fourth is the thickest of the bass set, and it has more space. You see, this is asymmetric way. Actually, this one is the so-called traditional way. But thanks to Manolo Paramos, from some 15 years ago, I changed it to the other way, and it's great idea. Although if you are not used, then it will be a difficult thing. But don't worry, you can try to, provided you don't do this, you can easily try to strung it this way, which is the best because it's symmetric. So here you see, this is symmetric, and this one is asymmetric, which is the so-called traditional. Okay, now we will explain one more time how to put the strings on, and this is a very nice thing. Now, how we do know if a string is defective or not? Well, first of all, here I have one, which, by the way, these ones are great strings. The Aquila, like this bird flying, Aquila, eagle. Alchemia, this is an Algot combination, these ones here, that I explained in another video. But the problem is that this, mostly the first string, will stay in tune but for very little. It means it has little life. I don't know if I play too much or what, but these ones here, after 5 or 6 days, it starts to be out of tune. And now I know that why, because first you have to have a guitar that tunes perfectly. If the guitar's fretboard is wrong or is bended the top or something or the neck, then you cannot know if the string is right or not. Now, some brands have less defective strings than others, but the ones I recommend there are pretty good. And well, it's difficult that it comes a defective string. Here I have one which I left the first string on purpose so that you can see what happens. For example, here we have the second string. Look, check the tone. It's perfect tuning, the second. Even without vibrato, look. Just plain note with the harmonic. This is the best tuning ever, which no other guitar has. So the guitar is perfect. Therefore, if it is out of tune something, like in this case the first string, I will show you. Look. It means that now the string is wrong. Because otherwise, if the guitar would be wrong, then the second will also not tune. But the second is perfect here. Look. And the first is falling short. Look. So this string is defective, and we can prove it very easily changing it. And I will harness this to explain how to change the string. Here we can do something very nice for you. Look, first we take off the string. So the thing is that nylon strings will last longer sometimes. In fact, some brands have very lately defective tuning. One of them is Leonida, which I don't recommend now, because last year there were some sets okay, now they give many problems. So let's put these with the zoom and show how to do this thing here. So for example, here we have the first string, right? So we put off that like that, and then here I have another first. So I will introduce the string. Maybe I can do more zoom so that you can see better, like this. So the bridge has 12 walls, and here, as you can see, these are 2 orifices here, these 2. So we will put the string on the lower one, on this one. So it will be like this. That's what we will do. Let me see if this will be more practical. So we put the string through this wall. Through this wall. And now what I do is this. I will just pull here, then I will go to the other wall like this, right? And then I like this system also. This is good. We can have this much length extra here. Then we will go to do this. Put it inside the other string like this. Right, I go a couple of rounds, and then I will tighten it a bit. And here it comes this thing, which will make it last longer, and this is perfect thing to do. So we put it inside, and then we do this. Here we can actually, at this point, we can tighten it up here also strongly, like this. So I will put the string through the wall, then I will go like this, and then I will do a couple of twists here, like this. Now, be attentive to have from the wall to outside, because it's the first string. So I will tighten it up, not much, don't tune it yet, just like this. And now we come back to the bridge to finish this job here, right? This. Probably is 2, 3, then it's 4, 5, then we pull that like this, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 of these turnings. Then here, now I have this much, I will left 1 centimeter, about 1 centimeter, cut this here. And then now I will tune the string. And then we got the nice tune. going down because it's new, but here you have the tone, which wasn't there in the defective string. Now let's go to the bass set. And for the bass set, I will suggest that, well, depending on your personal taste, you can do either two basses like these, and let this one, which has, let's say, less angle, the fourth, it can create a good balance. This is one way that I use in some guitars. So I suggest you can do that, or you can put all three like this. Now let's proceed to do it directly. So we take off the strings, we take one at a time, and then therefore, here is the sixth string, has to go, this is the sixth here. We have it here, right? So we'll just do these. One at a time, because if you take off all the strings, that's not a very good idea. The fretboard and the guitar itself is designed to have the tension always, and that's why I don't like this technique of taking to lower the strings pitch while traveling. I said this in the video. Now we have here the sixth string. Let's put that first, and here we go. This is what we do. Again, we have two quarts, and we will go to the lower one. So I do this, right, and then I will go like this much. Then we have again through the wall this way, through the upper wall, this like this. And then now here, this, you can put this tape. Just that, look, it's very easy. Right? Now, I go to the head, and then I will put this, like this. So we go through the wall. I am using the other way, the way I strum it here. And then we do, again, a couple of twists. And this one, and the bass is actually not necessary, with one is enough. One twist here. But if you want, you can do also two. Now, then I strum it. And then, after that, I can cut again this tail here and leave just a little bit less than 1 centimeter, like this. So let's go with the fifth string. Take this off. So this is the fifth, and then here we go again. What we do is this. First, put it through this wall, right? Then we will go through the other wall. We take here some part to fit this in here, like this, and then we do put it through the other wall. Then I go inside. So this is the thing here, how it looks, and then I will do this inside, and then put this wood here, and I got it there. That's the thing. The head. So now we have fifth string, and therefore we will strum it from the wall to inside. I pull, and I have just one turn, and then we tune it off. And then here we can cut this tail. We cut it to less than 1 centimeter like this. That's it. And then the fourth, you can try here. I suggest to use the fourth here from the hole to inside, and the so-called 6-string peg, which was used to that purpose, to take off the string. I will post at the description of this video the other video about how often to change strings, because the trebles, again, first, second and third, we don't change that. Those ones should stay there because sometimes it lasts more than 6 months. Only when they don't tune anymore, like in this case I changed the first because it didn't tune anymore, so are short-living those ones, right? But second and third, the older are better, sound better. So we take off the fourth, and now I will put the fourth as if I have only one hole instead of 2. So here we go. This is the procedure. So we have the bridge, and then we will put it through one hole only, like this, right? And then I do this as follows. Look, this is the thing, and I just turn around the string, and then I will put it through here, this way. These tails sometimes bother because if it touches the top, it may ring. Okay, this is the way. Look. And here, as you know, there is less angle on the fourth, which means it will become softer. This is a good idea, even on sets with the same tension. Now, yes, I will also post all that I have on the strings in the description of this video. And one of those videos is how to alter the pulsation or the touch, if it is hard or not, the tension of the string can change, and actually the sound of the guitar and the own pulsation, which is called in Spanish, will change if we alter the angle from the 12 volt setting like this, direct from the bridge, or this way, which in a way cuts the vibration here. Well, that's good, but here we are doing for another purpose. This is a suggested way to do it. So then we go to the fourth string peg, and here we go from the hole to inside. So we go like this, right? And then I do one turn and I pull it. I keep this with this hand and I switch hand, and then I tune it off. That's it. And here I also have to cut that tail, because look, here it's touching the wood, so we need to get these ones not touching the top. That's it. And this is the way how it works. And here on the head we have the 6th string from the wall outside, the 5th string from the wall inside, the 4th string from the wall inside, and the treble set is the same like in the traditional way, which is from the 1st string from the wall outside, 2nd string from the wall inside, and 3rd string from the wall inside again. It's worth to notice when you pick this wooden peg guitar that you cannot do that kind of thing with the wooden pegs, because here the setting is different and it will not be a good idea. But why? Well, this is because this is another kind of guitar, and this one rings very well like this. This sounds great. Actually, the wooden pegs sometimes sound even better than the other because of the fact of just by having the string strung this way or like here, it changes the touch of the guitar definitively. So here the 6th string will go outside, the 5th string will go towards inside, the 4th in, and the 3rd has been in, 2nd in, and 1st out. So it means that here to tune, here to raise the pitch on the 5th string, I have to go clockwise this way, right? So for example, you have A, and this is clockwise. Also the 4th string, to raise it, is clockwise. You press here, that's it. And then the 3rd string, to raise it, it will be counterclockwise. Same for the 2nd. 1st string, to raise it is clockwise, like this. And the 6th string, to raise it, will be counterclockwise. And well, it's worth to mention that the difference between this and the machine head one is that these ones sound always better, because this is mechanical friction pegs by Carlos Juan, the German technician, great friend, great musician, and person that is always, as McLaughlin said, is always innovating with products for guitar players, and he makes these pegs also in Germany now, and those are great. It's because it's mechanical inside. You will see in the description of the video another video about this thing, which is also very interesting, how to use this and how this is it's the same tuning capacity than the machine head, regular machine head, except that here we have much less wood, and also the way it is strung, it will change the thing. This is very precise and that and very practical compared to the old pegs, but these pegs here, friction pegs, are exactly the same like the machine head, with the advantage that with this kind of strong, of putting the strings and how this rolls to the side instead of this way with the roller, because here we have the roller this way, and on the friction peg we have it this way. This has all the wood here, and it resonates and vibrates in a very special way. So in fact, this is a great thing. So it was worth to mention that, because some people put the strings wrong, so we should be careful with this. Therefore, take care, and thank you for this question. This is very important. We should start by knowing how to put the strings on our instrument, and that's why we are explaining this now. So which kind of strings and how to put the strings is important. It's very important. And this is other way, which is with the 3 basses, same, right, from the whole. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.